Why did they just yawn so aggressively? Heard of aggressive yawning. Now get heard of aggressive yawning, now get ready for aggressive yawning. I'm just gonna go the sideways for again. Dream.
There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom. We grew up together after all. Dandelions? Of course they're flowers. When you're high up, one can hear your voice.
If Jake can join my Xbox party, he can join me on my stream. I don't know if he can hear me or not, but if he can... Nah, that's his answer. I'm not gonna type it because I've got shit to do. I'll grab from the board. The lack of Jake as a parent, I might actually have to message him. It's time for the lesson of every English teacher. I don't know. Can you? Oh my god. My resin is full. I can actually... What cause problems? By which of course I mean to complete today's temper fate. And then we'll be doing the final preparations, followed by the Fontaine Research Institute Chronicles. Or at least starting them. I don't know how much I'm actually gonna get to do. It is a heat wave, so I may just leave to go freeze. And you may be wondering, Lyric, you can't use in a heat wave. You can if you want to burn your pants.
That's where I bet you can't keep up with me.
Jake hasn't responded to my response. I mean, Jake isn't going to respond to my response once because he's off lost in the Atlantic Ocean. Why would Jake be in the Atlantic Ocean? Why wouldn't he be in the Atlantic Ocean? I feel like Jake not being in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean is more likely than Jake not being in the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know why I'm going on a tangent about my friend being in the Atlantic Ocean. I never took geology. What is the Atlantic Ocean? The Atlantic Ocean. Alf, where is the Atlantic Ocean? Where is it? I don't know what the Atlantic Ocean is. I assume it's in the Atlantic, which is beside the Pacific. And there are three oceans, which are the Atlantic, Pacific. There's another one. What is the third ocean? North? East? Is Oceania an ocean? It's like, it's got ocean in the name. All the other oceans have ocean in the name. But Jake is in the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's the conclusion I've had to come up with. At his lack of response. I don't know why he's in the Atlantic Ocean. He just is.
Not now.
And this anima hypostasis won't tell me why my friend's in the Atlantic Ocean either. So it's just something we've all got to accept. And that's why Jake can't join the Xbox party, because he's stuck in the Atlantic Ocean.
The night is cold.
Why is he in the Atlantic Ocean? I don't know. I feel like I've done that line already 1,000 times. The Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. Why is he in the Atlantic Ocean? Ignore him. That's very clearly what someone in the Atlantic Ocean would say. Why is he in the Atlantic Ocean? How could we let this happen? Why? How could this be? Why is he in the Atlantic Ocean? Now he's gonna have to figure out what's wrong with my party. I'm not accepting that invite. It's open source. I don't know what to tell you. It's not even invite only. I'll send him an invite, but he's gotta figure it out himself, because I don't know how to fix it, and I'm busy. What do you mean my expedition isn't done yet, Catherine? You mean my expedition isn't done? I understand very well.
Thank you for
Give me that friendship point. The second name card of... If he invites me to a party one more time, I'm just gonna mute him.
This realm is...
One more day.
If you ever have any questions...
Oh, I feel like the problem is just his blind. I think I need to describe to Jake how the Xbox app works. Considering you don't even need to be invited to this party to join it. Yeah, of course it says I'm offline. That's basic safety protocols. And this is why he's in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay then. Right. I don't know what Jake's done, but he's somehow broken my app. This very simple and not hard to understand mechanic.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
I'm just not gonna bother. Yes, let's ignore it. Let's ignore literature in the heat wave. This is smart. My name is Jake and I am smart.
Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
Check again. If it doesn't work, leave me alone. If it works, near. Don't leave me alone, do tell me, so I know. Being interrupted when I could be looking at Venti's name card right now. I can actually be doing a lot of stuff right now. But no. Hi.
Right now, I wish
I never said you were stupid.
Tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Well, at least I can actually get what I wanted to get 10 minutes ago now. I'm in a heat wave, what do you think? It's supposed to be hot in January, what's wrong with you Americans? You're the wrong side of the hemisphere. Where everything is wrong. I don't need Venti anymore. I'm going to throw him in the gulag.
Just what will we come?
Yeah. So there's this thing called the training guide. You also want to go into your party, click on the character of Hazer, which I got not to say to explain this, but I need to find him because he's somewhere in the bin of lyricness. You want to go into Hazer, click his weapon, and then you want to find one that does crit rate, crit damage, or is on attack percentage. Such as the Widdifs, which is what I've got on him. That's not good. The what ifs. Yeah. Oh, so now we're making fun of lyrics and ability to speak. I see how it is. I am going to dox your address live on stream. 1111 1111 111111. I know where you live. It's the Atlantic Ocean. I know you're in there. You are in the Atlantic Ocean. You can't fool me. Yes. 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 You are in the Atlantic Ocean. I know what you are. Ah, magnificent. The test went very smoothly indeed. The Ognobato have been completely purified. Well then, let's. All we need to do now is to plan our route inside, and we can begin in earnest. However, we must avoid the Switui. It seems that we'll have to take the long way. This thing is rather bulky, so it would be best for us to ensure that there are smooth paths for us to take as we move inside. As such, I'd like you to re-enter the Mikage furnace. This to further investigate. If you encounter any broken paths, please help restore them a little. Hey traveler, it's me, Tom Nook, and I need you to fix my canyon. I have yet to decide our route, but having the roads open to us could not hurt, surely. I'm no expert in fixing roads, you know. You don't have to restore them to, well, perfect reability. Just place a layer of wooden planks down so that we can move this device across. You can just grab the wooden planks from nearby, or remain here and try to make our machine as reliable as it can possibly be. As in Xavier the NPC. It's making you repair paths.
My guiding stars. Let it rain. Stars, shine for me. Oh, the night is cold.
I don't need to be afraid of nighttime, the PJ Masks will protect me. I don't want to get close to you, I just want you to die.
Not now. Get him. This can hurt.
All I see is purple, which is actually pretty nice because I like the color purple, but also I would like to see
The night is cold.
Do you have any idea how little dual blades I have right now? I have one. And it's level 70. You can't. But you would know if you actually leveled the dual blade up. You weak, weak little boy. Hi, Xavier. I feel like the dual blade is the exact opposite of meta.
Not now.
But do you need to mine? Actually, there's a quest in Genshin Impact called Minecraft. So, Yeah, it's one of the first quests you do after beating the Monster Darken quest. It's how you unlock the archery. What is the point of these wooden paths that do not work?
No escape! Ready, steady, go! My guiding stars!
And why has no one answered me?
Disappears.
This ain't about that cowboy boy thing. I'm
My
not.
guiding stars!
No, he's not. 5 years old is old enough to do taxes in this world. Have you been paying any attention? Klee is on a salary. Diona is on a salary. I know is on a salary. Sayu is on a salary.
Not now!
I don't care, Ether. I'm helping a filmmaker make things to fight a furnace. Welcome to World Quest Slop City. Alright, man. Have you checked on our roads? They're as smooth as can be now. Alright, but then let us set off after a brief wait. Hey, are you? I'm thinking of all the things that could possibly happen. You understand? For example, what will we do if those mass lunatics have already extracted the core when we enter? They might shove it up into some ruin guard, causing it to go berserk and send us all flying. You know, when something like that happened to a ruin guard, aka the first field tiller, aka in the quest, we will be reunited. It's prelude when you go with Dansleif to the top of Mondstadt's tower, and Dansleif is like, oh shit, the eye's in the field tiller. Or maybe some sort of elemental creature might emerge as we are purifying the naked furnish and might devour the core in a single bite. The worst case scenario, the legendary serpent might use the opportunity to resurrect itself. Then we'd be doomed, it'd be game over. Game over. It wouldn't be that dramatic. I'm sorry, my old habits are acting up again. Anyways, envision the worst case scenarios. Make some plans, and once the time comes, let us go and put an end to this. Please go well, please go well, please go well. Oh, that was ready. Thank you, Xavier. I could be doing the Aranara, but instead I'm going to Fontaine's Research Institute. In the name of Sand Journey. What's the primary review location? Is it down here? I don't know what I'm looking at or what the context of me being in this area is. That was a white circle. I love white circles. They make magic chests appear. Okay, so I feel like if I just go in this direction with all the weird floating devices, something might happen. I'm wrong. I can't actually see the quest circle because Jake's audio keeps popping up through his mic and making it impossible for me to see my mini-map. And there should be an option for me to move it. Yeah, but your game's audio. Oh, I found it.
The night is cold, cold. Mine to command. Go, go, Barry!
Hey, you over there, don't just watch. Save me! Save me, it's me, it's me. There's no end to these stupid mecha. Oh, my lovely muscular legs are now full of these horrid welts and bruises. Thank you, friend. If it weren't for you, I'd soon be taking a beating from this mecha. Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Denzo, a member at the Fontaine Research Institute, an assistant researcher, or so I used to be. Now I'm responsible for receiving the adventurers who come here for recruitment and conducting preliminary consultation interviews. They include preliminary consultation and qualification reviews, and it's not just me checking if they're carrying all the proper documents with them. So tell me about the Institute's commission. You're here for recruitment too? Sure, please excuse my manners. Let's talk business then, shall we? You got those documents with you? No, I can help you with the ones you're missing. Got them all right here. Good, let's see. One proof of adventure and qualifications, and 130-day travel history. Oh, nice and clear. This would do just fine. Notice you've only got one adventure handbook with you. I'm going to need you to show me all the adventure handbooks you use that are currently using so I can take a look. This is the only one I have. Well, you're quite being unpromising one then. No matter. It's easier having everything in one book anyway. Now, for your commission history, income statement, commission evaluation for commission statistics and average position ratings, and you're very hardworking and you've got quite the income too. Good faith commitment, a notice of liability, a notice of obligation, and a notice of exemption on information released for legal purposes. The last one wasn't really necessary, but oh well, still. Very good, well done. All your documents are with you, thank heavens. You're the only candidate within the past 2 weeks who actually prepared all the proper documentation. Now all you need to do is go to the Fontaine Research Institute to undergo a final review. I was meant to be the one to take you there, but this stupid mecha injured my leg. So I could just tell us where it is and we'll head over there ourselves. Sounds good, I'll mark the location down on your map. Oh, by the way, I actually head straight to the roof and talk to Mr. Naka. The Institute sent him to work in the area, you can go talk with him. There are lots of mecha in the nearby ward, so it's definitely going to need a formable guard. Wait, we haven't passed the final review yet. Why are you assigned to work already? It's not conversation either. Why not just hear me out? Mr. Naka is a senior researcher at Fontaine Research Institution who went into the research under Edwin, so he's got some sway in the Institute. You're going to get along well with him and incidentally demonstrate your capability to prove your worth, then you're going to have a much better chance of passing the review. Saying is we should help this Mr. Naka and thank him for the privilege while we're at it. Precisely, you can tell him before arriving at the Fontaine Research Institute. Mr. Dennis first trust me ring guard and ensuring your safety. Anyway, I won't hold you up any longer. You should be on the roof. I've still got the ash my luck list with Mecha. That guy's gonna betray me. I can feel it. I'm helping some guy's boss. Because it's weird. So basically I was doing a quest, which is one that's got like all that Descender lore, and then I got sad at the ending and I went, how do I continue? And it said unfinished comedy, and then I went no, and then I saw there was also another quest I needed to do, so I decided, yeah, I'll do the one that's not unfinished comedy. I don't want to do unfinished comedy. Can you tell? Imagine. $937. You know who I miss hanging out with? Scrush. I say like there's not a world quest can do featuring her. I've said this many times, Mr. Cornet. Rebooting the Fontaine Research Institute is our only goal right now. You said the same thing 3 times now. Humph. I know all too well that when you guys start repeating things like ribbits, it's definitely something big you're trying to hide. Think what you like. As for the numerous issues you mentioned earlier, I suggest you talk to Mr. Raimundo. What, is he going to tell me all the things the Fontaine Research Institute is hiding? No, but his ways of beating around the bush might be more sincere. You. Anyway, Miss Curran, I have my own business to attend to. The one next in line has been waiting for quite a while now. Hello, how can I help you? You Mr. Naka? Yes, I am. Introduce yourself to Naka and describe the final review situation. Upon mentioning Dennis, remember what he last told you. Before finally arriving at the Fontaine Research Institute for the final review, Mr. Dennis has first tasked me with being your guard and ensuring your safety. I see. Thank you for replying. Mr. Traveller, and I suppose I must also thank Mr. Dennis and Jidleg. I thought he was going to say Mr. Paimon for a second. The wilds around here do pose many dangers, and having an adventurer capable of passing the preliminary qualification review by my side would be a lot easier. And act like I didn't hear that. What dangers are there exactly, if I may ask? According to the investigations, lots of acrim flew out of the Institute when it exploded. Will the uncontrolled acrim radiate energy, will it contaminate the surrounding environment? Are you a journalist? Well, what is this entire area being... I suddenly feel somewhat short of breath. That's just your imagination at work. After leaving its catalytic environment, aquarium immediately returns to an inherent state. It won't radiate or contaminate anything. It's apparent that Miss Cloran's way of phrasing her concerns brought you unnecessary misunderstandings. Mr. Traveller, may I take another look at your document? If you really wish to exclude me, then we'll have to take something of a detour. I'm going to a few nearby places to review the technology assets of the Institute and nab some documents along the way. And who's the lady? Some reporter, that's all. Indeed, that is what I am. It's a great honor to meet you, Mr. Traveller. I've heard your name from my colleagues many times. I'm Clarence, a journalist for the Political Affairs section of the Steambird. If you have time, could be arranged time for a chat. And of course, Mr. Paimon is also welcome to join. I'm very interested in your adventures. Are they ever going to do anything with the development of Paimon being interested in detective work? I feel like you're wrong. Let me see. How does the next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday sound to you guys, even on this Saturday? Or how about right now? You guys could stay here and chat, and I'll go about my work duties. That wouldn't do. I've already reserved today's entire interview schedule for you. Sorry, Mr. Traveller. Paimon, we'll have to chat another time. That's okay, we've got work to do anyway. We need to escort Mr. Necker first. I must stress again that I'm just an ordinary researcher now. I have no further information to give you. Plus, we've also got tedious and meaningless work ahead of us. Even if you go ahead and interview me, you won't get any useful information out of it. That won't be a problem, Mr. Naka. The work has its own unique value, and it's our job to uncover it. Don't worry about me. Suit yourself, then. Let's get going, Traveller. According to the schedule, there's a document we need to get at the Institute's executive office. Hopefully, Conrad hasn't caught up for some other work. I don't know who the person is. How did I end up in Elmo's world while I was doing that dialogue jack? I don't know, you were just singing a theme song for Elmo's world. I'm not don't apologize, I love Elmo. Yeah, you were. Elmo's world is an anime. Censor now. I'm committing fraud. You're not committing fraud, you're just a fraud. I don't have game theories, I'm playing through the Bible. And, I have over the oculi. Oh, you mean you haven't done the world quest? Yes, that you unlock to Geoculi. This is here. This is it here. Hang on a second while I go find Miss Conjat. Wow, what's that place? Building floating in the air? I think that's it. This must be one of those magical. I only want the second floor. Just cut the first floor out buildings that you hear about in stories. The Fountain Research Institute Science is the finest in the world. Was this caused by the accident? Indeed it was. What you're seeing now is the central laboratory of the Fontaine Research Institute. Or should I say, what was once the central laboratory? Mr. Edward Eastinghouse was once within, trying to develop a fuel generator using acrium. Initial estimates indicated that the device could lift an entire block of buildings. My guess is that the experiment didn't turn out so well. Of course, said Mr. Edwin. What? Are you by chance a village? That's from another world quest called the Tree of Yore. You need to do a world quest for that one called the Tree of Yore. No. You need to go to like a ruin and 10 statues. Of course, had Mr. Edwin not left 2/3 of the Fontaine Research Institute in ashes, he would have also been a shoo-in for the post of the next director. And today, the heavy responsibilities that belong to the post of director, including a lifelong strip of private dwellings, must be borne by the likes of Consul and Rainbow. Paimon wonders what kind of people remember on Trezola. According to the revelations of my peers, they have its type who can speak to you for an entire day without saying anything. I want to put that to the test. Here's the theory. Jake doesn't like World Quest because Jake is afraid. You're afraid of the chair. You need to do the Tree of Yore for the 9 Pillars one anyway. Yeah. It's pretty easy, actually, once you get the locations. According to the revelations of my peers, they're the type of people who can speak to you for an entire day without saying anything. I want to put that to the test. So, it is extremely accurate to say that Mr. Trensor's talents are irreplaceable. Look, traveler, the location of your final review is the former location of the Allen-Galton Research Institute, and now the current residents of the Institute. The Institute? I've heard that from somewhere. Stephen King. Before the incident, weekly lectures were held there regarding critical projects. Of course, the old administrative functions are all still in effect and can handle the final review. What's that plaza for? There are even seats around it. Is it an amphitheater of some kind? I have a colleague stationed at the Institute speak of this place. That is the secret ground to Fontanians, the place where Fonta was born. Refreshing Fonta, a Fonta refreshment. I can't believe French Genshin ripped off Fanta and made it a water. Ahem, that is the Fontaine Research Institute's academic assembly hall, and is dedicated to the purpose of displaying the fruits of our research, such as combat-capable artificiated dancers for gramophone and turbine-powered glider, among others. Previous analysis of the Institute assets show that, of the items I mentioned previously, Fontaine may be the only scientific achievement that remains legally profitable. I couldn't help but notice your wording contained a few baseless accusations. I'm glad you noticed. In that case, wouldn't you mind giving me your opinion of the ongoing criminal activity selling of research materials from within the Institute? It is absolutely vile, and those involved in the matter ought to be arrested in accordance with the law. Well then, out of those with access to the Institute's technical capacity to commit such a crime, who do you believe it was exactly? Could it be possible that it was Farina de Fontaine? It was. Jake, you're gonna love his answer to that question. Hey, who did the crime? It was a criminal. It was a criminal. Who committed this crime? A criminal. Traveler, let's keep moving. I need to go to file storage room first and retrieve a survey anchor, which we can use to monitor the strength of the energy flows. It's not far. Let's go. I'm always right. Yeah, because it's the lore of the Leeway World Quest. Every region's got main world quests. I'm playing through the main Fontaine World Quest series actively. Careful, these clock-white mecha are quite aggressive. Looks like Demos was quite thorough. There's no way the young reporter will survive. Or something, I don't see the last part.
My guiding stars.
They're in the village.
Windblade.
Roxanne. I've just been calling her that. Depends how much you like Newscape Pro, I guess. Imagine being so far behind. What's this? What happens if I destroy this entire plant? Oh god, the plant's got defense. Why is he reading? We all know this. Oh, the chest if you break them.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there. Not now.
Jake, are you prepared to climb a mountain?
Don't be scared.
They aren't full for scams, unless the name's Lyric. Yes, it's very obviously a scam.
A reward on the road.
This guy's trying to reheat my nachos by streaming when I stream. I'm lying. I like lying and causing problems. You know who doesn't scream? Respectable individuals. Anyways, it's my time to read. Mr. Macca, you finally come. We came across a little hiccup on the way. Never mind that. Have you retrieved the survey anchor yet? I was just about to bring that up with you. I don't know if it was due to the explosion, but the supporting tools that were kept here are damaged. You should know, if you don't use the proper tools to retrieve the anchors, you'll be subject to being struck by high-density Akarim energy flows. Oh, intense energy flows from the Akadarium. Got it. Huh? I just said I didn't. Relax, sweetie. You were merely speaking the truth. It's not like you offended anyone. What Miss Clammett said was indeed the truth. I hope that I can say the same for what you shall write. But if the truth is placed right before me, yeah, I never pretend that it's not there. That would be a mistake. I told you you've got to climb the mountain. Yeah. I don't know. Is that so? Well, it only takes the slightest bit of effort to fixate on something, but it always takes more brain power to avert your gaze from it. I don't know. I'm having an argument with each other. Most Paimons do feel like the vibe is even scarier than if they were. Harry and think of something almighty, Paimon. Why Paimon? How about we get down to business? You're right. Miss Tremlett, let's go examine the anchor. Okay then. That said, the area where it's located is still blocked. I'll go ahead and open this port to unblock it. Walkin', 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 this is the walking song. Traveller, as I recall, you are an adventurer who came for recruitment, yes? Well, when assisting our institute in its work, you've sometimes been required to carry out certain precise operations. I'd like to see your practical capabilities first. Could you please go and help Miss Tremlett operate the energy transfer terminal? Or to clear the area where the survey anchor is of instructions. So the review has already begun. You could say that. If you pass the final review, then we'll do a detailed competency assessment of you. After all, everybody excels at different things, and the work they can take on differs. And so their compensation would differ as well. Aha, how very blunt of you. But you're not wrong. Then we get to show my worth, traveller. Just treat this as an early assessment. Miss Tremlett is over there. She'll explain to you how to operate the terminal. Please follow her instruction on some walkway area as soon as you can. I'll be watching you from the side with these amazing giant goggles on my head. Big goggle boy. Hi, Tremlett. Hello, Mr. Naka has already told me that you're here to learn how to operate the energy transfer terminal. Is that it? I've written the operating instructions down for you. Feel free to take a look at them. A device that resembles a research terminal. You can access the transfer terminal as you find it to collect and transfer energy from different storage devices. If there is another transfer terminal within your viewfinder, you can switch to that other transfer terminal's view by aiming your cursor at said terminal and pressing it. All collected energy will be transferred to said new terminal. Other than transferring energy, a transfer terminal can also convert cipher letters within its view into text. Good luck with your assessment. So if I activate this, I want to look at you. This is a test text for cipher letters. I haven't thought of any suitable scenarios where this tech can be applied, considering that the energy transfer terminals and the receiving terminals aren't widespread in Fontaine. Use of encrypted images will be limited to it and Fontaine Research Institute. Tell the hard Slop's coming up with such useless inventions. I've already warned him not to vandalize the place. The encrypted images use a special paint that requires an equally special solvent to remove. The solvent of the solvent needed to remove the encrypted messages recorded to the text below has been removed. Okay then. So if I depower that, I can go over there. Good luck. I can see something. the sea that I haven't been able to see before, but I don't think that's it. So if I do that, I can no longer go over there. Yes. I'm just gonna mute him while I figure out what I'm doing here. So I can go over there, and I can open that, which is what I was supposed to do apparently. Excellent work. Slop has been opened. Your abilities to quickly grasp mechanics and execute are both outstanding, and your value far exceeds the vast majority of those who participate in the experiments. I'll truthfully report your performance as such. So this next one, for instance, getting into you. Yeah, I suddenly feel like I'm gonna throw up air. This man, please drink this medicine. Experience surveying this radiate without energy traces, and which traces we are in has been affected somewhat. When this energy level won't be permanent as best protecting the body. Drink this medicine and you'll be fine. Oh, this lady's being scammed. Well, it tastes terrible, forget it. I guess it's also kind of a fascinating experience. Traveler, these two bottles are for the two of you. Please drink them feeling. I'm feeling fine at the time and drink it. Ramen isn't feeling any discomfort either, plus the medicine doesn't taste so good. Ramen would gonna take it. Yeah, that's what will be an effect for medicine around American energy. Yeah, if we're constantly journeying on over mountains and seas, we're way stronger than the people you've been working here. Correction, you can now assume that all of our hunting instead of sort of working out in the open beneath the sun and stars. Your report might consider mentioning the difficult work conditions we are enduring this round. Wrong without having been notified in advance, just to let this go. And so aside, you clearly have an extremely strong innate tolerance of the energy flow, traveler. So if you are so, you know the best candidate to assist the Institute without question. Let me inject to see if it's still rambling about mountains. I would have done that in your head. Because I could do it with a notes app and a bottle of Fanta. Please approach your storage room and repair any dizziness or any other discomfort you feel during the process. Hold on there. Are you using the traveler as a guinea pig without fulfilling the obligation of informing him of the risk first? It is clearly stated in Inter-Aber externally contracted employee agreement Apex C41, which he signed. Prior to being officially employed, the applicant shall be subject to harmless accurate energy flow tolerance tests, and the Institute's read to terminate the contract based upon the results of said test. I hate reading text. You've chosen to exercise your right to read the text, but each document was clearly marked. Please sign your name after carefully reading the document and making sure there are no mistakes. However, seeing as you seem completely unaffected by the energy flow, I believe you may just be the person we're looking for. In any case, let's get down to business. Take 3 steps towards your storage room, and hold still for 30 seconds. You follow a series of complicated tasks, and then we cut away so you can't finish reading this because we don't like lyric here at Mahoya. Those two seem suspicious. One. You know, the one by the river that you find when you're walking and there's apples and there's an antidote with Kichi and Yao Yao. It's just that one. It's pretty sure there's also an Archon quest scene from Shenhe's quest in that location. Ah, my head. It feels like it's gonna explode. Huh? What's wrong, Traveler? Are you alright? Okay, that was good acting. You nearly fooled Paimon. Yeah, sheesh, but... Hey, that's really. Paimon was worrying about how she could carry you out of here if you were to suddenly pass out. Now we come this way, and we can't see Macro of the others anymore. Doesn't seem like we can aid him either. What do we do next? I don't know, maybe I'll chuck some sort of box in here and communicate with us through that. It's kind of handy. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, Paimon can't wait to see what kind of cool gadgets they might use to communicate with us. Traveler, can you hear me? Oh, they rely on the technology of shouting really loud. Shh. What are you doing circling around at a time like this? We can hear you. You guys feel any discomfort? Everything's good. That's great. Please continue onto the survey, okay? You should be able to see it now. Once you retrieve it, it will temporarily fall into a dormant state and stop radiating energy. Then it will be able to come in. Well, if you're feeling comfortable. I punched the box. We actually managed to receive the survey anchor without any instruments, like it was nothing. That's amazing. The last time we needed at least 3 of us acting together to retrieve an anchor. Aha, I'm certain that you're exactly the talent we've been looking for. With your help, all our work is going to go much more smoothly. Alright, I'll keep it for now. Let's leave this place and report back to the Institute post-test. And you know what? This is a perfect time to make an announcement that every year on Christmas I'm going to upload a complication video. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's test. Hang on, where's Miss Clarent? Paimon doesn't see her anywhere. She was feeling nauseous, so she stayed up there to rest. But don't worry, she's already taken her medicine. She just needs a little time. Huh? Miss Clarent, what are you doing here? A bunch of fucking monsters suddenly showed up outside and they're in my heels, about to swim in. Well, thank you for that. Leave it to me. I'll travel over there. I knew this reporter was evil. This is why you can't trust journalists. I love treasure. Phew, luckily a traveler was here. These were probably the clock mecha that the Institute used to monitor the energy flow. The records of Vacuum energy flow monitoring devices. Though they're now out of control, they still automatically converge here upon detecting the energy flow from Acronym. So now, should the Fontaines should be held accountable for these out of control mecha in the wild. I don't object to that at all. They should be held accountable. Oh? We truly have a way to have those buried in the ground rise up and speak again. I like this guy. Also, I sincerely suggest that you stay here and rest, Miss Lauren. So Charles will remember are at the Institute's new site, and going anywhere. If you're feeling better, then you can go on and interview them. It's so sick that you can barely even stand, don't push yourself too hard. Your health is essential. No, I can't. Interviewing Tristan is the final step, not the beginning. I'm following Mr. Necker around. I want to experience everything firsthand and get tangible evidence. Question and remove evidence in hand, that way he wouldn't be able to beat around the bush like last time. Here, and lo and behold, I've now personally experienced a so-called harmless Echo's energy flow now. I feel like was this interview consented to, or are you just here? I'm just a little confused. Once I get to the Fontaine Research Institute, I'm definitely going to uncover all of the hidden truths. I truly admire your professionalism, Miss Grant, but are you sure you'll be able to make it the rest of the way there? I'll be right behind you guys. I'm a reporter after all. Have you put him in?
Is this an answer from this world?
There's a Hydra Oculus up there, but I can't be bothered. I'm still exploring in Azuma. I'm just doing world quests.
Not now.
That is a near our conquest on the 14th of January. It's currently the 7th of January, where I'm from. You're irrelevant. 14 divided by 2 is 7. That means there's 1 week until I get new clothes. I don't care. You understand that's a leak, and I'm streaming, right? I don't care what you do on your stream, but fuck off. Yeah. A whiny little puppy. Supposed to grab things here? Mystery is referring to events and whatever this is. This machine is broken up. I once again can't actually see what I'm doing. Recover Fontaine research assets. Okay, back now. Nature reports. I don't remember swinging the drums over there. This pile storage also into the properly. Yes, sir, but we'll need to remove them. Oh. Alright, that seems to be enough. So it's time to move on. There's such one to work together. Instance, not kicking storage on drums around that it Man, on the Fontaine research, it's complaints about being short-handed, huh? Instructions for that things is truly unfathomable. Everybody's worth is reflected in different ways. Kicking around storage drums is my way of doing so these days. But I've heard prior to Edwin's big screw-up, you had quite some sway in the Institute. Some might even say you were second only to Edwin himself. Eh? You were that powerful? That no longer means anything. Now I'm merely someone who was fortunate to survive this project, and one of the culprits to turn the Central Laboratory into what it is today. This is the only information I can offer you, Miss Clorand. Well, I believe that was plenty. Let me write that down, huh? Where did my pen and notebook go? My whole bag disappeared. They're right next to a strange-looking mechanism now. Where did they go? You mean the one behind you? Huh? Help. No, it's just how I'm pronouncing a woman's name from the Steambird.
The night is cold. Cold.
Why would Clorand be in a world quest? Sing Chao did that 5 years prior.
My guiding stars.
Why does this evil robot lady have 2 pet dogs? Some of these mechanisms, why do they move sometimes and some maybe not others? I feel that anyone who could have answered your question is now well indisposed. I'm sorry over to the Institute, Traveler. Needs to participate in the thing. I'm not Ema, you're Ema. I'm not evil, you're evil. Me? I'm not the one who was singing the Elmer's World anime theme song. Yes, it is. Cartoons and anime are the same thing. I am the only enlightened one on this planet. Yeah, but not on Elmer's World. Elmer's World is a cartoon. parameter, nothing could go wrong here, right? Everything is running a constant percent orbit. Goes around and round it goes without any errors. Error-free everything may be, but I'm worried about getting dizzy. Mr. Turner, Mr. Armbada. Hey, Naka, it's great to see you. You've taken care of those surveying calls. I trust that you've done as you always have. Complete your task to perfection. I have. Allow me to give you a brief report. With the traveler's assistance, Bianca was successfully retrieved without any equipment. That's unbelievable. Grab it or retrieve one without any research of any interference? Goodness! Thank heavens! The entire institute right now is only 3 sets of such equipment. That's much worse, how we might retrieve Bianca's as soon as possible. It was nothing compared to what I've seen. Any critical dent from the anchor, Mr. Charizard? Of course not. Something significant data, Miss Corrigan. Yeah, my friend has no way of throwing significant data to radiate with harmful acronym energy flows to there. Energy flow? I mean, of course, it's necessary and must exist as a technological means of preserving the. What I really like to know is why the Fontaine Research Institute would play. Is sir, let's have the energy flow after the explosion. Okay, well, I feel like monitoring the debris of an explosion is a very, very normal thing to do. Good night. I need to complain about reporters and fight God. Certainly. Obviously, J left the party, #0207. These survey anchors are used for monitoring. Referring to express like a dangerous line on fire. I'm going to be more specific. I can think of the button. How exactly is the Fontaine Research Institute planning to deal with the explosion? Yes, I was just about to answer that question. That was an excellent question to ask, as many people are concerned about it. Friend, I'm so delighted that you come to visit us again, but I mistrust my heart, Mr. Issue never changed the solution to the explosion. Once we recovered all of the retrievable research assets at the old site, we would demolish the old central laboratory and do our best to restore the area's natural environment to its original state. Central laboratory, you mean that building floating in the air? Went to demolish a building like that. Shoot it down with a cannon? Of course, we can't be using such crude and simple solutions. This demolition will utilize our newly researched experimental fuel generator. Advice when deactivate the recovery ultimate issue and then transfer fuels and land them in the ground safely. This device also prevents the drones and wasn't meant to work with Edwin Eastonhouse that used Acrim as its energy source. When you say with hunter research and still moon, they give up this harmless energy. They're not giving it. I think they're not giving it up so easily. You know what you're saying? No, if I just repeated the last sentence. You mean then it's pretty you understand what's going on. Or anyways, Fontaine Research is still trying to do dangerous stuff in dangerous ways, right? Right, submarine is Spyman. This resting in controlled risk, well, even walking on a road may be dangerous. So you should note the main energy source we're using is completely unstable tri-state acronym. How does it differ from non-acronym? Does any word in front of it mean anything? This to me seems like a rhetorical maneuver. I'm sure Mr. Room would be happy to have an in-depth conversation with you about grammar. But I've missed Mr. Naka hanging for too long, and really that's just impolite. Mr. Naka, I trust that you've done everything I've asked. Oh, the trouble is everything couldn't have gone any better. This is your camp for recruitment. Mr. Naka recounts from everything that happened, emphasizing the amazing talent that you displayed when retrieving the survey anchor. She really touches on her own ironclad professionalism as well as the reaction she had. The jerking look on Naka's face, there seems to be no intel. Oh, that's just some fraud, so you assume. This is rare, extremely rare. I'm so delighted you're fighting for the work on the instant traveler. Hundreds of years of bad luck finally catching a break and coming that you'll be a great help to us. And the documents I signed, and then don't worry about them. I'm going to take a look at them. We spent ages on them. That's something very seriously. These documents have their uses. They certainly have us weird idiots out, at least. We have one of the younger colleagues go beyond what they can summarize, so let's leave them alone for now. So they only pass the review? Without a doubt, yes. I'll personally prepare the contract and notice that you have to sign for follow-up work. Until then, Mr. Naka, yeah? Mr. Brown appears to be having a question about energy signal, sir. How about you? Travelers route through last 2 survey anchors. The energy flow controlling operations are complete. What's left is to complete its the ruin there. And somewhere else I'll come along to. Relatively sure it has pretty good ears. Well, it's just not good at the asking for permission. Probably grab the Yucky if they were down here on the ground on me. Oh. That's just a teleport waypoint here. How peculiar. I don't wish I had said yes. Burn. How far deep do we gotta go down? It's just what the researchers spend on downtime. This is even humane. Something the research institute ever considered renovating this for its a priority. That should be a surveying here, just like Miss Rennie implied. This place needs renovation, and the power supply is very limited. To say there's a complete shortage. While I'm answering Mr. Inception, yeah. Oh, reading. I want to take a nap, but I've got to go on a project meeting later, so I can't sleep. No fooling asleep. However, it's a research project with subbudget engine lunch to talk about, like, you could cut the air with a knife. Free coffee at the institute is getting wet. There's like a stardust soaked in water. Notice I drink Fanta. Alas, I do not know when I can be transferred to another group. I really don't want to continue researching the smart light detector of Professor Monsters anymore. Without research is inherited from him, more like chefs working on the crafting bench. This isn't working out. I've heard that the Institute has commissioned some adventurers to do searchers base. If you ask me, they could just restart the project then, right? So our numbers are going to help us catch up with him if we... Alright. Huh. Let's read down here. Experiment day, the lab equipment was ordered hasn't arrived yet. No choice. All I can do is force myself to go to Hot Rod room with Mr. Poletta. Mr. Poletta recommended this for preserve. This is where the last building of text flavor during the tip of the tongue like a seabirds. However, the way Mr. portrayed them, it would be said that the seem had been insolent, as the Jews accidentally scratched all over the napkin. And such lack of etiquette would definitely be laughed at by others. Anyway, I lectured him about it. Now, if only he would just take this to heart. After all, etiquette is like food. Inferior ingredients can certainly be compensated for support area culinary techniques, so there shouldn't be any need to discriminate in terms of the quality of ingredients, but even so, people still always prefer premium food with premium ingredients. Experiment day. The lab equipment been ordered before, so hasn't arrived. No choice. All I can do is force myself to watch an opera with Mr. Poyetta. Professor and Sora said the play was only passable at best. As far as tragedies go, the farewell scene between Ernest and Angria, at least, succeeded in squeezing a few tears out of some members of the audience, such as Mr. Protea, that was acted given his tastes, not laughter. There's nothing inherently wrong with attempting the travel plot unfolding from the perspective of multiple characters. but it can also be tied back together, and the theme properly expressed, and this completely relies on sensationalizing the climax to cover up all the flaws, then this is absolutely a misguided approach. Take, for example, the adaptation of the famous Luck Night tale titled Mounted Python and the Pearl Grail. The comedy I briefly listed on the Lab Report, page 17, was a superior production in every way. As the great master after said, "It's better to pen laughter than tragedy, for laughter gives strength, and fortifies the will," not to mention how mortifying Mr. Porter's bellowing was. The lab experiment previously ordered so hasn't come arrived. It appears it may have gone lost in transit. Can't do anything or force myself to reorder the equipment and then get fluid from Mr. Porter once more. Oh, it was Bazan at the top. My block of Wizard. And then I just hit you. I got no idea what to do, so I read the dialogue. Compared to some other areas, which demonstrates what impact was left by the explosion. Yes, but I don't see one of it here. How do such things in the rest? As long as I can so much as, right? Right, your idea of resting is very different from that of researchers. The researcher at the Hunting Institute says they need rest and they want a quick break for their brain. Then they would usually come here, play piano, read, and have a drink or two if necessary. We want a sleeping time or rest for the brain. You're correct, but to our research, sleeping is a waste of time. No, it is essential for us. Completely cut to a train of thought short, and that's just unacceptable from our research. Are you being serious? If you don't sleep, the only thing that'll cut your life short is not necessarily the Institute, but it's an excellent healthcare system that guarantees researchers' health and well-being. But that's the only reason to not sleep. Also, if the researchers are here to give their brains a break, wouldn't that break their thought process during research anyway? No, not necessarily. It only seems that they can break, and actually they're still pondering different comparing subjects unconsciously. It's akin to the assertion that while appearing calm on the surface, still has a strong undercurrent beneath. Yes, sometimes the undercurrents below are much stronger than the towering waves above. Getting even like citrus and containers to are on a project, they keep working are not allowed to rest, right? This is not completely fair to say. If they truly need sleep, they're free to go back home and do just that. So it is fair to say that as long as research is something to do, they must keep working on and not allowed to rest. Your rhetoric is simply astounding, Miss Clarend. You guys are useless. Both Nectar and... Okay. Okay, so I guess we're not gonna get anywhere fast that way. No power. No power. They want me to go in the water? What if I start hitting things with Hydra?
Go, Barbara, go!
How am I gonna figure this out? Well, I've already gotten something from that pile of trash.
Let's
Oh.
dance.
Do you think I could make that? Oh, that's got something to do with this. How do I... Supposedly, this is an Urza block that I can... Oh. And... Shut up, I don't care. I'm trying to do a puzzle. And now I have to read your ugly dialogue. I'm gonna put it here and ignore it. Okay, collection is... Oh, there is a pressure chest here.
I'll keep this close.
What's this one do? whatever. We can move on to the next. What is he doing? Surprised I must sink a little teeth into something like this. Let's go back to kid too.
Not now. Don't be
Yeah,
scared.
no fucking man, so.
Let it rain.
Cautious.
With the wind! Wind blade!
The night is cold.
I don't see us here. It should be something I to learn eternity of traveler. Thanks.
My guiding stars. Stars. Go, go, Baron Butter. No one.
Monterey. Let's start off with dialogue this time around. I believe the sponsor from originally Buster's Institute Clockwork Applications and the field of clock mechanics. Monsieur Butter was one of the leading authorities. Ever scientifically developed and judgment of traditional clockwork machines. Each bottleneck in terms of applications, traditional clockwork machines were obviously at a grand disadvantage. Anyway, Mr. Burst's program was slowly being marginalized at the Institute. Funding was cut, and he struggled to recruit researchers. There were a series of unfortunate incidents. Mr. Burst's friends group was disbanded, and this facility was completely abandoned. Monsieur Button was terribly unlucky, if you ask me. Yeah, so I forget how Trisha just kept incubating. Never Mendo so highly inaccurate than anyone. See how he was looking at me? Thinking much better than he really do. No, it turned out like that if you were in that position. Okay. I get it, but also... So far, that's the nicest thing you've said at any given point. Oh, well, this is odd. So I need... to go up. And then I can whack this. And then I can also whack this. And that didn't quite work. I'm assuming I miss. Oh, that's just about the solution.
Hmm.
Aha.
Hey, there's something strange over
Range
there.
there.
Come on, let's take a look.
So look. Yeah, right now.
Not now.
Alright, then let's return to the Institute. Whereas,
Wind blade.
of course, there are quite a few of the servers who pass the qualifications review.
My
An
guiding
issue
star.
for we're trying to make contact with the surveying because the research supervisors. They consumed a lot of our. Oh, hey, a chest.
The night is cold. Go, go, Barret!
Oh, hey, another chest.
Is this an answer from this world?
Mr. Remedy, for surveying because we've all been retrieved. Looks like we feel you're the right person for the job this time. Put them over here, someone will come and handle them. Now let's get down to business. Come over here, traveller. There are some documents you'll need to sign. So Vic, why there's so many documents? Because no matter how one looks at it, it's getting a researcher into the Fantanis that the landings and ruins will be in some matter. Since it is such an important matter, it's only natural for us to explain every single detail of the one carrying out the work, Max Gordon. That'd be Mr. Knacker, of course. First, the entire institute, there's no one better suited than him to the central laboratory ruins. Alexa, shut up. I request that I accompany Mr. Knacker. What? I think. This is a terrific proposal. Just as you forgot when you mentioned we came up with the plan. Let's keep the public informed of the rebuilding of the Institute of the Malcolm Society. It's right, the new Fontaine Research Institute had nothing behind. Made some mistakes, but we're past that now. Please get a report on it. Go to the ruins and the Institute to make mistakes if Edmund has been made. Back again, the Institute now is just what we've been working toward and the cause we stand for. If him says once again that, and truly matter how much you guys have to say. Imagine our sentences magically make people fall asleep. I'm already feeling sleepy from just half a sentence. No, it's important business, so please come this way. Really, some complicated documents thanks to your prior experience, you've understanding them this time. Alright, that should be all of them. Thank you, traveler. You are now officially contracted to the System Researcher for Fontaine Research Institute. If I'm on this time, get a title, your main input on the system, Fireman. System address doesn't sound cool. Don't worry, systems play an absolutely critical role within the Institute. Let's get back to business, shall we? Things right now in the Institute are rather complicated. But it should be done with so serious, I'm sure I won't keep you for too much longer. By the way, Mr. Knacker will phone you with some things tonight, as well as what you will actually need to do. The rest is up to you now. A lot of rest in your shoulders, Mr. Knacker. Well then, please follow me, traveller. We must get to Bruin. Sure thing. Don't forget me. Yes, and how could I possibly forget you? And so that brings me to the question. Oh, well, that's not good. Severe weather warning, and it's not rain this time. I forgot how to spell the girl's name. I'm not interested in fontaine sets at the moment, so no thanks. Please, Miss Karania. That's right. So you mean we're going to throw into this patch of water? Right, with the help of this iron and this water we can throw it in safely and efficiently. Forget it, I'm not gonna use it. I'm glad I'm really used to how to do this. Hold on, I'm gonna freaking lose my mind. Detailed considerations when making use of said elements condensed water. Something that shows the same as when swimming or diving. As long as it's more like flying and diving. Diving in there will be quite a novelty. Okay, so please go and drink this stuff. For the rest, you can back on now if you like and somebody get hit. Well, it's something like that, I'll be right behind you guys. I'll try to anyway. And if you insist, let's get going now. You never know when the water is water or the other good water. I'm not impression that the quest wouldn't take as long as it has, but then again, I'm like the only guy who reads dialogue on the planet.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
I'm gonna be important. Surely not.
I won't let you down. Not so hard.
Oh, hey, an entire family of slimes. Oh? So, what's this place? That's the experimental food generator Miss Edwin developed. Doesn't really well, it's perfectly fine now. The thing that exploded wasn't this machine, but the atom core that powers its screwdriver, the Arkham Kinetic Core. I think it's only something you can by itself. Relax, this big guy can't move without it's lost its power supply. So we need to use it when currents of sand if it can't move. Only a part of it will be activated with stress on the spot its operations at half speed. Should be enough to revive the automatic rest the ruins are in. Oh, that's an answer. What do you need us to do? Please follow me in this place where we can work is in the back. Friend, please stay here. Some arrows in the back contain secrets, and you're not allowed to have any exposure to them. See that back of yours from here. What secrets could be hidden inside? I have no idea, but that's why you're definitely not allowed inside. What nonsense. Anyway, please wait here. If you take photos randomly, you might capture something related to incident secrets. Except for formula for sugar-free by the Smith Hunter product. Leak any information of it to the outside node, you need to undergo a 1-month confidential investigation, which must reflect the government's room and for time to. Also, you need to stop your journalistic work. Don't worry, if I get taken away by the prisoners. Well, it'll be because I won't come to the secret you're hiding. Myself, people forces are working for a reason. Upside is looking some fun to see. By your work ethic, I hope everything goes well with your photo taking. Traveler, let's go there. There's still work for us to do. My mother's no way to say it. Alright.
I won't let you down. My guiding stars.
Oh, you're Dendra. Oh, you're Dendra.
Stars, shine for me. Let it rain. The night is cold.
Something's really good, but I insisted that it's nice for look like humans. Perspective of spinning research hands of far west. And what's this rock? Oh, this is some recent supplies of the experimental generator. What restraints is the energy sprinkler I'm thrown to this this kind of generator. Although the inherent from we found this one was the best intended for answer, and then Vehement went. I came out to Mr. Edwin and I trust that this wasn't the cause, or at least it shouldn't take all the blame. So I'm gonna walk again, is it? When that happens, I'm gonna need you to take us to the skies, Paimon. Paimon doesn't have super strength, but also, I'll give it a shot. Don't worry, let him soon as in the round, we're completely safe. Right, I'm about to use Runabout's catalyst to transform this Acronym into Tri-State Acronym, and then these big ruins should be able to safely land on the ground. Traveler, could you please let me take some photos in this area? I need to use some evidence for my work. Then you just say taking photos what's in the lad. It's fine, these will be used for reference, and these should be distributed. Unless you secretly keep it for yourself, which I trust you won't do. Alright. When you taking photos, please look. I have no idea why. I've got no idea where she's run after, where she's hiding. I'm gonna most of it and another fun to find out trust later missing to there. She's gonna be back where we left her, I'm sure. Actually, this is heating up, so I might actually quit a day early after we speak to her. How suspicious. What's suspicious to me too? Probably you give me a fright. How are you able to walk around without making any noise? You're just too fickle. Speaking of that, you follow us all the way here. Have you managed to find anything? I don't really suspect. I don't really want to get in trouble. And I can take a few pictures of this. Animation this machine. I'll be able to take photos of big super flying there just like you can, Paimon. I'd be a reporter if you can fly. Listen to this, is the reason I exist. I too am very sure of that, Miss Karan. What? You're so able to walk without making any noise? Fortunately, you don't teach walking courses already. Please move in preparations on the case travel. Please don't run back to the Institute. Once the extraction generator is activated, we'll rapidly transfer everybody in the surrounding area. I've been for professional training and I know what to do in this situation. From BSC, so how are you gonna get down? Don't worry about me. This Roman told me how to use it in a personally. No one's sure can control the eye as real as I, not even Ramondo. Guess I'll have to leave it to pressure then. Be careful. And now we'll meet again on the surface. Anyway, we're going to go down here. And I might come back later, or I might just do it tomorrow, but yeah. See ya.